All right, welcome to the virtual college exploration for all Wisconsin students. We're so glad that you signed up for the session and are joining us tonight. The virtual college exploration is sponsored by the Wisconsin Association for College Admission Counseling and by StriveScan. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're here to learn about Bradley University, and so I'm going to kick it over to our presenters tonight from Bradley.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining. My name is Nolan. I'm an admission counselor at Bradley University, and I'm also an alum of Bradley. And I am your admission counselor. I work with all students from Wisconsin. So if you're interested in Bradley, I'm always happy to help. And I'm sure we'll get to know each other very well. And I'm joined by one of my colleagues this evening. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jessica King, and I am also an admission counselor in Bradley's admission office. And I will be running the presentation today while Nolan is letting you guys know all about Bradley.
Jess is also an alum too, so that just goes to show that Bradley is just a great place and you never want to leave when you're done with your time at college. So we are here tonight to talk all about Bradley, and if you're like, I've heard about Bradley before or I've never heard about Bradley, we'll make sure that you leave the end of the night with some piece of information that you didn't know before. So again, here's our names and positions, and we'll also have our contact info at the end during the time for questions. If you do have anything that you don't want to ask today, or if you want to follow up with anything down the line, we're always happy to help. So you might hear about a lot of different colleges using different terms to describe their size. There's, large colleges, which are like, your big 10,000 person schools. And then there's small colleges, like 2,000. So we fall right in the middle of that. We are what you would consider a mid-sized school. So, large schools might have, every major known to man. They might have so many resources, so much lab space, things like that. But, you might just kind of get lost in the crowd. You might swim into class in a sea of people, maybe see the professor a couple times a week. It's not as personalized of a feel. Your small schools, like, your 2,000 people schools, definitely offer that personalized attention and that more one-on-one feel. But, they might not have all the majors. They might not have all the lab space and all the resources and things like that. We're right in the middle. We are what you would call a mid-sized school. So being about nearly 6,000 students allows us to give you that personalized one-on-one attention, but also provide lots of great opportunities and resources and faculty that you'll be able to get to know and utilize during your time at college. So if you're curious at all where we're located, we're in Peoria, Illinois. And just like Bradley is kind of the perfect combination of college, I'd say Peoria is also kind of like the perfect combination of city. If you're used to the more, city life, busy kind of downtown area, or if you're more into the urban kind of rustic, antique type area, we've got a little of both. We've got a really thriving downtown area. Lots of big name concerts come through. Our men's Division I basketball team plays their games downtown. But then we've also got your more rural areas. I mean, there's even spots that have brick paved roads, if that's your sort of thing. So if you drew a circle around us, if you drew a 3-hour circle around Peoria, we're about 3 hours away from Chicago, St. Louis, and Indianapolis. And we're about 3.5 hours from like the Milwaukee, Madison area. So not too far at all. So we thought it would be fun to let you hear from some of our students, because we can sit here and talk about Bradley all day, but what's better than hearing a current student's perspective? So please enjoy our panel of students.
biomedical concentration, and I'm from Mount Horeb, Wisconsin.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kayla. I am a senior at Bradley University from Germantown, Wisconsin, and I am studying chemistry. And today, me and some fellow Wisconsinites are going to answer some questions about what it's like to be an out-of-state student at Bradley University. So, Callie, if you want to start our introductions.
Hi, I'm Callie. I'm a sophomore mechanical engineering major from Avalon, Wisconsin.
Hey, my name is Jillian, and I am a junior mechanical engineering major with a biomedical concentration. And
Hi, everybody. My name is Kayla. I am a senior at Bradley University from Germantown, Wisconsin, and I am studying chemistry. And today, me and some fellow Wisconsinites are going to answer some questions about what it's like to be an out-of-state student at Bradley University. So, Callie, if you want to start our introductions.
Hi, I'm Callie. I'm a sophomore mechanical engineering major from Avalon, Wisconsin.
hey, my name is Jillian, and I am a junior mechanical engineering major with a biomedical concentration, and I'm from Mount Horeb, Wisconsin.
Hello, I'm Jeremy. I am a senior mechanical engineering major. I'm actually from Morton, Illinois, but I did do a 3-month internship in Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ian. I'm a senior public relations major from Brookfield, Wisconsin.
Woohoo! We all like cheese.
Yeah.
Callie, do you want to say what brought you to Bradley from Wisconsin?
Yeah, so I toured a bunch of schools in Wisconsin, actually, and none of them really offered the mid-size experience that Bradley does. So at Bradley, there's the opportunities that you have at a big school, but then you also get the connections with your professors, with your classmates, and with the community that comes with a small school. So it's a good combination of everything.
Awesome. Yeah, I totally agree. And I see, Jillian, you were nodding your head as well. Do you have something to add?
Yeah, mine goes really similar along to what Callie said. Is in Wisconsin, there aren't really that mid-sized opportunities there. And so that's why I also chose Bradley, but it's just a strong school for engineering as well. And it's actually not even that far away from home. So it's a good distance between your house and your parents too, if you just want to get away for a little bit.
I totally agree with that. And it's nice having my parents come down for such big activities like Parents Weekend, but yet them not being so close where they can just pop down for an unexpected visit on me. And Ian, you're kind of nodding your head. So what is it like to be an out-of-state student at Bradley?
Honestly, I think it's great. One of my favorite parts about Bradley is just the community here. You know, when you come in from a little bit further away, you're kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to make friends. Like, I don't know that many people here. But that community at Bradley was like super welcoming right off the bat my freshman year with welcome week and move in and stuff. So it made me feel right at home right away, which was really awesome.
That's awesome. And Jeremy, I know you're from the area, but do you have anything to add about what a Wisconsin student might love about Bradley?
Yeah, everyone else kind of hit the nail on the head, but to emphasize that more, I do really think it's a really good distance. And for me, it's kind of the opposite where I'm from here, but I was working up there in Wisconsin. But yeah, the distance I feel like is really, really nice where my parents came down for like a weekend to see the area and see what it was like. And that was easily doable in like, again, a weekend. So it's not too far, but also not too close where they're not going to be breathing down my neck every single day of the week. So I think the distance is really well. And of course, both states being from the Midwest, very similar, I feel, from Wisconsin to here in Illinois as well.
Awesome. Well, that was everything that I had to ask you guys about being a Wisconsin student at Bradley University. And I hope you guys have a great day.
Bye.
Awesome. Well, thank you to our awesome students for that. And of course, if you ever have any questions, we're always happy to answer, but we're always happy to put you in touch with a current student as well to really get a feel for what life at Bradley is like. So now the thing that you're probably looking for when you look for college is the academics. So Bradley's divided into 5 main colleges. We have the Foster College of Business, the Slane College of Communication and Fine Arts, the College of Education and Health Science, the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology, and the College of Liberal Arts and Science, which houses most of our majors. Between those 5 colleges, there is more than 185 academic programs that you can study major in, minor in, double major, double minor in. The beauty of being at a school like Bradley is you can really kind of pick and choose your destiny. You can take classes cross-departmentally, you can add that double major, you can add a minor, and really kind of develop the program plan into what you would like it to be. Being that mid-size, that puts us at about a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio with an average class size of around 17 students. So I mean, you're gonna have really, really one-on-one attention with your professor. They're gonna know your name by the first couple weeks of class. They all have office hours if you ever need anything outside of the classroom. And it really provides, again, that hands-on opportunity. The other really cool thing, and the thing that really drew me to Bradley, is that 100% of the classes are faculty taught. So you're getting taught by people with, PhDs or have published work or still active in their field. You're getting to learn from them in a class of, maybe 12 to 17 students. So I think that is a really great opportunity. Sure, we have teachers' assistants and grad students, but they're there for the extra help. The people that are going to be teaching you in the classroom are faculty. So, if you ever have ideas, why not take it to a faculty member who might have experience in that? So if you're kind of wondering, how big is Bradley? Well, I have to take a bus somewhere to get to class. Am I far from my dorm? Bradley's a very walkable campus. Pretty much everything you need is in a few block radius. You might notice that there's a parking deck on one side of campus and then a parking deck on the opposite side of campus, indicated by the little P's in the circle. If you really wanted to, you could probably speed walk from one parking deck to the other in 10 minutes. So it really shows that, you're not going to have much travel time between classes. You could even stop through the student center, stop in one of the dining halls, grab a snack, grab some lunch between classes if you really need to. So it's a very, very friendly campus, and about 90% of first-year students actually do live on campus. So you're going to be surrounded by peers that are going through the similar experience to you. So I mentioned the academic colleges a little bit ago, but now we'll kind of delve into them a little bit more. So if you're interested in anything business related, the Foster College of Business is for you. And that encompasses what you see here on the screen. Anything accounting, economics, marketing, finance, management and leadership, anything that you can think of that falls under the business category, there's likely a place for you, especially since we are a top 50 school in the nation for business. There's likely a home for you here if you're interested in business. Another college, and the one that I was a part of during my time at Bradley, is the Slane College of Communication and Fine Arts. So if you're interested in any of the performing arts, music, theater, anything public relations, communications, art, graphic design, game design, we've got a phenomenal top 15 game design program housed in our Slane College of Communication and Fine Arts. And the cool thing I think about Slane is you don't necessarily have to be a major in any of these programs to participate in the things that they offer. You don't have to be a music major to participate in music. You don't have to be a theater major to participate in theater. It's totally up to you, what you would like to do at college, and we're totally going to help with that regardless of your major. Another college is the College of Education and Health Science. So this houses kind of a variety of things. If you're interested in teacher education at all, if you're interested in becoming a teacher, there's opportunities all the way from K through 12 secondary education. Also housed in the College of Education and Health Sciences are things like our direct admit nursing program. Well, you'll know day one when you step foot on campus that you're a nursing major and get to utilize the space and the classes right away from the beginning. We also have a physical therapy partnership program with our health science. So you could come into Bradley and go all the way through your Doctor of Physical Therapy if you're interested in doing that as well. Our Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology houses a lot of our students. So we're a top 30 school in the nation for engineering, anything from mechanical to civil to electrical, computer engineering, industrial manufacturing engineering, and construction, all housed in our Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology. And one thing that we're really excited about is this last semester we were able to debut our new Business Engineering Convergence Center. So again, kind of going back to the business program too, this is a huge new space that allows for a ton of collaboration, not only between the business and engineering colleges, but really any student on campus who wants to take advantage of that space. It's got all new labs, all new technology, all new classrooms, and it's a really great space to learn in, to study in, to go grab a coffee on your way to your next class if you want to. And then our biggest college, the college that houses the most majors, is our College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. So this ranges anywhere from any of your lab sciences to your social sciences, to things like math, political science, to any of our languages, English, anything like that. It's a very encompassing thing. And the cool thing about the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences is there's often a lot of majors in this college that are paired or double majored with a major in a different college. So I think that's really cool to show that it is very easy to add a double major, minor between different colleges, and we will help you with that. You'll have academic advisors that will help you with that and guide you every step of the way. So I mentioned that we had 5 colleges, but there's one more program that we have that's not quite a college, but it's a huge factor on our campus. So our academic exploration program is for any student that comes in undecided, and that is totally okay to come in undecided. You're not expected to know what you want to do for the rest of your life being an 18-year-old. That's totally okay. As you can see, actually 1 in 6 students come in undecided. And you can stay undecided up until the end of your sophomore year. But this program really allows you to explore your interests before picking a major. You'll get an academic advisor that, like you would in any other major, but this advisor kind of has a general idea of all the programs that we offer and can really help you figure out your interests and help pair that with a major that you would really like to study. So outside academics, you're probably gonna have a lot of free time outside the classroom. Even though that's the most important one, you're probably gonna wanna explore what student life is like. So here at Bradley, we're one of the top schools in student engagement, and that's because we really put a focus on you getting the experience that you would like. So to help with that, we have about 240 student organizations ranging from club sports to different music production clubs, to an activities council, to travel related clubs, really anything that you can think of. We probably have a club for in that 240 clubs and organizations. And if we don't, the cool thing is that you and a couple of friends can actually start your own club and actually receive funding from the university to put on events and to further membership for your club.
Hi guys, welcome to Bradley.
My name is Megan. I'm a senior nursing major from Batavia, Illinois.
And my name is Jamal Stevenson. I am a senior criminology major from Jefferson City, Missouri.
All right, let's head out and see campus. All right, our next stop is the Student Center, so let's head in.
Basically, this is a hub where students just get together, have fun. We have a lot of stuff, cool stuff happening, and we'll show you.
All right, so over on this side is kind of a little bit more of a quieter area, so we have good spots to study over here. If you go down to the lower level, we have Marty Theater down there. So it's open for students. We have movies going on throughout the semester. And then we'll head over more towards the food side over here. Upstairs, there's also a ballroom, so we have some smaller events usually go on up there, some like comedians sometimes, different kind of events will go on up there.
My favorite spot of the whole place is the food court, obviously. Here we have a ton of restaurants, including Moe's, we have a sandwich place, we have a salad place, we also have Chick-fil-A that has a full menu, which is pretty sweet. So the best thing about this place is that it's open until 12 o'clock.
All right, and then over here we have the pod, which is basically like our mini Target on campus. So you can get some of your Starbucks drinks over here. We do have the Starbucks partial menu. And then you can also get, laundry detergent, shampoo, conditioner, things like that.
All right, now we're gonna make our way to the Business and Engineering Center.
Once again, welcome into the Business and Engineering Conversion Center. Over here we have a small little coffee area. Behind us we are on the engineering side. So this is the engineering maker space. Basically engineering majors can go in there, break stuff down, build it up again. And then behind us was considered the business side. So we have the analytics lab over here. And the cool thing about it is that it's very high tech. So every student has 2 monitors, and then the professor is able to Bluetooth whatever's on the student monitor onto this larger monitor that you'll see behind us.
I know you're thinking, what if I'm not a business or engineering major? Well, what do I do in this building? Above, we have what's called collaboration spaces, where students of any major can pretty much just come here and collaborate and study and just do what they need to do to make sure that they get the full Bradley experience. So we know this building is really big, so a way to adapt yourself is to use the Wayfinder. Basically, we are stationed here right now. If you need to get to the accounting, you just press on the directions, and it takes to where you are now, and it shows you the quickest way to get to your location, which is pretty nice. All right, let's get to the next location.
So currently we are on the alumni quad right now. Behind us we have the Renaissance Coliseum, so our women's basketball plays in there, women's volleyball. Our men's basketball does not play in there. They play downtown Peoria Civic Center. It's just a larger arena because our men's basketball has such a large fan base.
So behind us, you see the circle of flags, and that's a new addition to Bradley, which is really nice. Basically, this area is used for anything pretty much. We have a pretty cool football thing that we do. Basically, we play flag football. We play against the staff sometimes. It's pretty dope. And then these trees right here, they're all lined in a row. This is Hammock City. On a nice day like this, people will come out and they'll just grab their hammocks and they'll stay there. They'll read, nap, and do whatever they need to do, which is really nice.
So let's head into the Alumni Center.
All right, I want to take this moment to talk about Lydia. Lydia Moss Bradley is Bradley University's founder, remarkable lady. Basically, she has 6 kids. They all died before the age of 16. She had 2 husbands. Her first husband, when he passed away, she inherited all of his money.
So she decided to invest her money in a lot of farmland, and then she also decided that she wanted to be on the National Bank Board. So she brought all this money over to a bank here in Peoria. So she was one of the first women on a National Bank Board. So in the Alumni Center, this is just kind of like our little museum on campus. Basically highlights our founder and then also notable alum. We're at Market Recreation Center. A couple things to touch on. So as soon as you walk in, on your right, there's going to be health services. Health services is run by nurses and physicians that come from OSF. So any student that comes in there that might be feeling a little ill, they'll be able to help take care of us. So if they need any medication, they can prescribe that to you as well. And then over in Campus Town, we have a CVS where they can pick that up.
This is my favorite building. I spent a lot of time here. First things first, our pool is saltwater filtered. Basically, we know that some students on campus are allergic to chlorine, so we just want to avoid that entirely, which is really nice. Our facility also has free weights, machinery weights, and we also have courts where you can transform them into volleyball courts, pickleball courts, pretty much anything you like. We have racquetball courts, we have dance studios. Best thing about this is that this is only available for Bradley students, alumni, faculty, and staff, and no other people. So it's not like your local YMCA where anybody can just come work out. It's all for Bradley students.
And then to add to that, we also have all of our intramural sports will occur in here. So basketball, volleyball, all those different things that goes on in here as well.
If you're interested in club sports, then I'm also in club basketball. Basically, you just pay a small fee and everybody can just go and it's very competitive.
We're in Westlake Hall. This is one of our original buildings on campus. So in 2012, we actually made this building 6 times larger. So behind me, you'll be able to see kind of the newer side. As we're walking around, you'll notice that the exterior to the original building became the interior to the new side of the building, which is pretty cool because right now, you know, back in 2012, we would have been in a parking lot.
The thing about this building is that it's LEED certified, which is basically very, very, very environmental friendly. So my favorite thing is the railings are made of bamboo and the floor upstairs is made of cork.
Like I mentioned earlier, this is the building that houses all of our education and health science. For me, as a nursing major, this is where I spend a lot of my time. So up on the 3rd floor, we have nursing simulation labs up there. That's actually where our birthing simulator is located. All right, next we'll head into the library.
Welcome to the library. This is one part of the library where that offers a lot of resources for Bradley students. Right here you see you have the reserves desk. Basically, if you need a laptop, if you need a laptop charger, if you need a phone charger, this is where you pick it up. You just flash your Bradley ID and then they'll take care of the rest for you. And then back here we have the computer help desk. Basically, it's an area where, let's say your laptop starts acting up and you need somebody to fix it. Well, basically these are all students and you can just bring your laptop there and they can help you out the best they can.
Okay, so behind me we have Stacks. So it's basically Starbucks and snacks. It's a great place for students to go while they're in the library, get a quick coffee, bagels, cookies, quick little snacks like that. And then also students can use their meal plan to pay for that. All right, so on this side is a great area to study. You'll notice that the library is set up a little bit more unique. So over to our right, we have the Steak and Shake booth kind of style. So great for group study, group projects. Behind me, you'll notice that the whole entire perimeter of this first floor of the library are whiteboards. So from the ceiling all the way down to the floor is going to be a whiteboard. For a nursing major, that is my dream. I literally write all across the whole entire wall. As you keep looking around, you'll notice that we do have a kind of large sense for like group work. So all of our tables are usually centered around different pods between like 3 and 4 people. We do have different kind of setups with like pod stations. So if you like to have white noise and you still want to be a little bit more focused, we have these pods where you kind of almost like enclose yourself in.
The library is full of 4 floors. So upstairs on the 2nd floor is basically a spin image of this one. On the 3rd floor, that's our Academic Success Center. Fancy name for tutor. Basically, anybody can be a tutor. You have to have the appropriate grade in the class. It's usually A or B, but it's up to the professor's discretion. Students can also have free tutoring, which is really, really nice. And then in the lower level of the library, we have, that's the no talking level. So if you need to go down there and just focus and just hammer through things, then that's where you go. That's where I spend most of my time because I'm a huge procrastinator.
All right, so we'll head to Olin Hall next. Welcome into Olin Hall. So this houses all of our science majors. As we're walking through, you'll notice that there's a lot of research posters. So the cool thing about Bradley is you can start research as an undergrad starting day 1. Doesn't matter the major or what year you are in college, you're able to participate in research literally as soon as you step foot on campus. So as you're walking down this hallway, you'll notice that there's a separation between the walls. So on the reddish side or the burnt orange, that's where all of your teaching labs are going to be. So you always know as a student, that's where your lab is going to be located. On the white walls, along with the research posters, that's where all of your professor offices will be, research labs, and then also your classrooms. So it's kind of a good, distinct difference between which side you need to go to.
My favorite thing about this building, the best thing about this building, is that all of the plants are actually clones. All right, guys, let's check out all that stuff with the mural. All right, guys, with that, we'll conclude our tour. Thank you for coming with us.
Don't forget, next time you're at Bradley to snap a picture in front of our wonderful mural.
Go Braves.
Awesome. Well, hopefully that gave you a glimpse of what Bradley's campus is like. I know we've got that really nice tour video by some of our students, but if you are interested in seeing it a little more firsthand, you're more than welcome to schedule a visit. We've got visit times posted on our website, or you can join us for any of our virtual visits and programs on a variety of different topics, featuring a lot of different students of different majors and locations and facts about campus, anything like that. So feel free to visit that website that you see right there in the gray box anytime to schedule either an in-person or a virtual visit. So now a little bit, we've talked about academics and student life, so it probably wouldn't hurt to talk about the admission process a little bit. So our application opened up on July 1st, or if you're using the Common App, August 1st. And that kicks off our early action period, which ranges from then until November 1st. And all you're doing if you apply in the early action period is you're getting us your materials faster to put yourself in priority consideration for scholarships and also to get a response faster. Our application is not binding no matter when you apply, and there's no cost to apply. to Bradley. So it never hurts to just go ahead and apply. Also, submitting your application qualifies you for any of our academic scholarships. About 90% of students at Bradley receive financial assistance. And the best way to figure out what a cost might look like for you specifically is to utilize our scholarship estimator and net price calculator. So this is a tool on our website that allows you to plug in a bunch of different information ranging from your academics to your family's financial setting. And it gives you a really good estimate of what the financial aid you might receive at Bradley, the scholarships, and what your cost might be. So I highly encourage you to go ahead and check that out. There's no penalty to utilizing that at all, and it gives you a really good idea of what Bradley's cost might look like for you. So like I mentioned, we do have our own application or we are on the Common App. It doesn't matter which way you apply. We look at them both the same. There are also links to both on our website if you go to bradley.edu/apply. So that wraps up our presentation for you today. Again, our contact info is on the screen in case you have any questions that you would like answered after the fact, or if there's more information you want to know about, or if maybe there's a faculty member in a certain program you would like to talk to, or a student at all. But we are happy to utilize the chat function and answer any questions that you might have right now. So we'll go ahead and take a couple minutes for any questions. Awesome. And again, my name is Nolan and I am your admission counselor. I work with any student that lives in Wisconsin. So again, if you have anything, any time of day, any time of the year, I'm always happy to help. I'll be the one reading your application. So if you ever want feedback on your application, I'm always happy to walk through with you to talk about any of the financial aid side of things when we get into time for that, to provide you contact information for any of our faculty member, anything like that. I am basically your middleman for anything Bradley as your admission counselor. So feel free to utilize me as a resource every step of the way, and I'm always happy to help. Otherwise, thank you so much for attending. It looks like there are no questions. So I hope you all have a great evening, and thank you for your time.
Thank you all so much for joining tonight. We will be, the transcript and the slides from this will be available on the WACAC website. So I just invite you to, after you close your screen, you'll be invited to take a short survey about the virtual college exploration. There's a lot more sessions happening the rest of this week and next week. So sign up for either individual colleges you want to learn about, or there's some cross collaborations. And as I mentioned, the recording will be available later this week. And thank you to Nolan and Jessica for helping us learn about Bradley University. And everybody have a great night. Nolan and Jessica, now I can, at a certain point, mine cut out. Did yours cut out? Like it?
We were good. I saw when your profile had left, it like defaulted, it made me the host or something like that, but it seemed to carry on just fine.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know why. Like I was like not touching anything, and all of a sudden like everything went away, and I was like, I didn't even press a button. So maybe I need to like, Okay, I'm glad I didn't mess anything up because I was really
I think the recording and everything kept up, so I think it should all be there.
Wow, okay. Well, I apologize. I don't know, maybe I need to like press a few buttons, like if it just logged me out automatically. I don't know, I freaked out for a little bit. But I really like the videos, by the way, and the student panel, like having students talk from Wisconsin, that was a super good idea. So kudos to whoever thought of that.
You know, after we figured out how to share computer audio, even though I wrote myself a sticky note reminding myself to turn on the share computer audio.
It's, yeah. The best laid plans, right? Like,
I texted Nolan and I'm like, I had one job.
Well, now we've seen one. Now we know how it works.
Yeah. And this is probably our, like, I don't know, our world for a while. So,
yeah,
it's a little bit, I'm trying not to feel discouraged about that. But dang it, it's nice to see people in person, and I'm excited for when that will happen again.
Right.
Right. Well, thank you both. Sorry, I'm so glad everything kept rolling. So thank you for rolling with the punches, Nolan and Jessica, when I don't know why it logged me out, but thank you both so much. Really appreciate it. And I hope the rest of your recruitment season goes well this fall.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.